Peace, 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 and more peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hot Mango Seed Podcast. This is episode 4. We are so happy. I'm excited to have another episode with you. My name is LaRue. I'm joined with the Hot Mango Seed crew. Starting from my far right, the king of all kings, King T.
You already know what time it is. Have no fear, the king is here.
A super duper producer, Hitty Skywalker.
Who wants to go to Four Seasons Orlando? Me!
The VI Massive, Soldier Bless.
Yo, what good, Soldier Bless, never stress. VI stand tall, you know how we go.
Yes, and the international botanist, Rob.
I'm
Raider.
always in the clouds. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Crody.
Cheesing, fam.
We're cheesing, fam.
Peace and love. What's going on, everybody? Hey, welcome back. If this is your first time joining us, we're so happy to have you here with the Hot Mango Seed Podcast, man. We've drilled down to the seed on everything in relating to cryptocurrency, the marijuana industry, relationships. I said crypto. Just pretty much a lot of these different industries to where we see there's value. We want to teach entrepreneurship. We want to also make you laugh and have you come and be a fly on the wall in some of these crazy conversations. How y'all been? This is a new week, new day.
Ooh,
It's a brand new day.
The heat, like, yo, I'm just trying to escape this heat.
Lord.
This has just
Don't
been
stand
so
up.
hot.
Don't stand
Stood
up.
up with
That
the
green,
Celtics.
that
No.
green blinded
I
me.
just
dude.
had
I
to
can't
stretch-
even.
I just
$1
had to stretch out my
shit.
shoulders. I just had to stretch out my shoulders.
Now let's go, Kyrie. Please do what you have to do.
No, listen, I just had to stretch out my shoulders.
Watch when I come with my cowboy hat and my cigar.
No, don't do a cowboy hat. Please,
No,
not that,
no.
not that dollars.
Come
We're
no.
doing the dollars
Going
Mavericks,
straight
not the
dollars.
Cowboys.
No, I want you to.
I
No,
come in
no,
with my
no.
cowboy hat and my cigar. Once them I win, I'm a Texan.
Anyways, so yo, on the real, I was kind of talking to y'all about this before the show. I need some dating advice, right? And keep in mind, right,
dangerous.
y'all know me very well, so don't overshare.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
All right, but no, this is the scenario, right?
Wait,
And
don't overshare?
don't overshare about
Oh,
me.
okay.
About me. So look,
No secrets.
so okay, no, serious.
No secrets.
No, serious. So this isn't like some like, oh, you know, I don't know what I was gonna say, but this is just a scenario I need to know. Am I old school or new school? How do they do it in 2024?
It's all new school.
Okay.
So check it out. A couple weeks ago, and I'm trying not to overshare. A couple weeks ago, went to a bar, met up with a group of friends. All right, get there. There's two sizes of this group. There's a one side on this side of the bar. They're mingling, talking, and then there's a small size group on the other side. We're watching the game. I happen to get there a little bit before anybody, and then the smaller group, and I start talking to the bartender, right? And
Bartender.
Exactly.
Looking at me.
You're feeling tipsy. You're tipsy.
Okay. All right.
okay, so look,
Okay.
so we small talk for a little bit, and the thing is like as I'm talking to her a little bit more, you know, I'm like, damn, I'm kind of vibing with her. She's cool, she's friendly, all that. So then the other
She
smaller
made
group,
us drinks.
Two drinks. We drunk 'em, got drunk.
Oh boy.
So look, as we continue, so I left it like with just a little bit like, man, I'm kind of vibing with her. She's cute and all that. And the smaller group comes, she kind of talks with us, all of us. So then we end up, the game ends. I'm rambling, but the game ends. We, the small group, go and join the big group. Later on in the night, I'm like, oh snap, I got to go close out my tab. There's actually two different bars. Go close out my tab, and I see her, right? We make eye contact, you know, and it's just a good time. She's really intrigued about me, asking me about me, and we were talking so long, I was just like, you want a shot? We took a shot, boom. All of that to say, catch my breath. I left, and silly me, I didn't get her phone number, I didn't get her Instagram, I didn't get nothing. I was just moving.
man.
It was like I was in this
He was
group,
living in
and
the
it was
moment.
just, it was good. Yeah, thank you.
You
Henry.
can't fault yourself for that.
So
I mean, you know.
so then the next day, right? So the next day comes, and I'm like, damn, man, I wish I would have got her contact info. So
Just
my
open up
question,
Facebook. That should have saved people you may know.
see, that's my question. So this is my question here, right? In 2024, is it a violation, right? So
Immediately.
no, listen, let me finish. So I know I met this woman. She's a bartender. I know that she works here. So I know that the chances of me looking up that bar's Instagram, Facebook, whatever, I can probably find a picture of her and link it. You know how we're detectives.
Oh wow, that's
So
stalking
listen-
mode
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
crazy.
Yeah,
So
that's
listen,
stalking.
okay. So this leads to my question, and I'm gonna share what I did in the end and how this played out. But
Lord.
is it a violation to go and find that person, even though you met them, you exchanged names? Wait, let me finish. Is it a violation if you do that, or is it fair game because you met each other and blah blah blah? Talk to me.
So
No.
if you happen to stumble into them somewhere again,
Yeah.
then that's the moment to take
But no,
the
no, no.
chance.
Yeah.
But
This-
you
no,
don't
this
you
is
don't
to
go
this
detective.
situation. Yeah.
You don't go
Yeah.
detective mode. Yeah.
That's a
No,
red
no, no.
flag.
Yeah, that's a
Hon-
red
well,
flag.
no, honestly,
Yeah.
no, because it varies. Because it, in this situation, if it was the woman who's doing this and she was looking for him,
Right.
that can go. But if
Can it?
But why-
yes,
why
yes,
can-
for sure.
why can that
depending
go?
on the especially depending on the woman,
individual,
but
no, on the
but
man.
more towards the woman. But just the man in general, just thinking about it, like a man you just automatically get creeper mode.
So it sounds creepy if a man does it, but if a woman
Woman
does
does
it,
Automatic.
it
I would
says
think it's
cool.
creepy if a woman do it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because that
If-
means you
if-
go in investigation mode, and I don't
No,
want you to
no,
be sleeping around.
You,
with me.
you are
You know what I mean?
also, but you're also attracted to this female. So no, you don't find it creepy. But as a man, just in general, just
But if
off
y'all
the-
break
just
up, you'll
off the
find
break,
it creepy.
Like,
But the
it's more
attraction
than
stop
creepy.
at just that, just the attraction. If I attracted to her
Uh-huh.
and then I go home and we in exchange no numbers or nothing, and
That's
then
it.
when I go home and I see she hit me up on Facebook,
Oh, yeah.
no, red
Lie.
flag.
That's a red flag.
No, why? We
If
got
you
Google
were
Flag
dating-
there. We have all that.
But if Facebook was like people you may know, that happens all the time. You
That
bump into
does.
somebody
Yeah,
in the grocery
true.
store,
How
about
and you go home
True.
and you like,
Look,
The
how,
hell?
That's
how
real.
about you go back to the bar again?
there you go.
Really?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
meet her and then
What if
introduce
she's only
yourself
there
properly.
just for the situation, though?
No, introduce yourself properly. That way you don't come across as a stalker. You
But she
know
knows who
stigma,
I am.
huh?
She knows if I walk back in that bar, she
She
would
know who you is, but you didn't exchange no info.
Right.
Look,
So that would be you doing the investigating.
Look,
Well, and
Keep-
he
keep
can
it-
show to the
keep-
bar because she worked there.
keep it 100 when you go. I came back to see you.
Exactly. See it?
See?
Hey, let me tell you. Hey, let me.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can,
I like
but,
that.
but just to give you
Real talk.
insider advice, because someone who's been in the industry long enough,
Mm-hmm.
they could just be doing it for money.
That's what I
Opportunity,
tip
like,
big
you know.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the bartender will work you.
They work
For money.
exactly.
Because
They would work- yeah, flirt all night.
is very
But
lucrative.
they
if
have
people
a
know how
lot
to
of
use it right.
bartender that are late off.
So,
too.
but you know, if again, it just depends on you. You got to go back to the bar and give her that conversation, and it depends on how you both are vibing. And me, since a kid, I always decided like, I think the female always should make the more aggressive move. Like a man should make the move, but the female should make the
Give you
all
the
right.
hint.
This is secured. Like this is what you should come get kind of move.
Yeah.
stuff
Damn.
like that.
So-
but the male can initiate it.
They about to
You
be in the
need-
comments like, who hurt you?
So on the real, like, it sounds like unanimously y'all say that that's a violation. Like if you go and you
Not me.
To go,
you don't
go
looking
detective?
them
Yeah.
up.
to go detective and hit
Yeah.
somebody
everybody
up.
except Rob. Think
I say
it's-
live your life. Just do you. Just make sure you don't come off creepy. I mean, just
Well, that's what
just because what I say it generalized. I mean, it's a unique situation.
So-
She's a bartender. She works there.
So
and
what would your
that's
message?
situation.
What would your message say?
Can I
to
get
her?
a shot? Say no, not that. I don't know because just because the details, like you just need to be there. The experience between what you had, then that gives my response to how I want to get this going and everything.
So if it was like, I mean, I talked to her. We didn't like go in and talk about each other's family, but we did talk further than the surface level, right? To where we were laughing about stuff and talking, and so it went to a place to where I feel that there was a personal connection to where she can now say, at least be like, haven't I seen you before?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
So she'll know you when you come back in.
Right.
Go back in and explain.
You're
hey,
halfway
I
to
come
first
back-
base.
Come back and then say, hey, I
Halfway to
come
halfway
back.
to first base.
Halfway to first-
Because first base is
Yeah.
the kiss.
True.
That's the kiss.
I mean,
So let me. So
First base ain't a hug.
Well, I got a question though. I got a question on because Henny brought up a good point. Sometimes they do show up. People you just
People
been
you
around
know.
do
Yeah.
show up on your social media. So
Yeah.
is it bad if he sees her come up on his social media under the people you should know or may know.
that's
I would say
and,
no,
then,
wow.
and then click her. Then even though he didn't go look her
Not
up.
at all, because you know the same people. Unless she sees like,
But she wouldn't know that you got it from the people you may know. All she going to see is that y'all
Exactly.
didn't exchange info, and the next day,
But wouldn't that-
Screenshot that shit.
But wouldn't that
Yo,
be- wouldn't that be
screenshot it.
a sign like, oh, that's her
People
right
you may
there.
know.
Oh,
Screenshot it.
well, it's the
way more
algorithm
impact.
sign.
Yeah, because you,
algorithm.
Is the algorithm.
fucking dude,
because you were standing next to each other in like a bar or whatever,
Oh.
and your phones basically the same way. If we
Yeah,
start
for sure.
talking like right now, we talking, all our phones is out. When we go home, everything we damn talking about gonna pop up.
That's crazy.
So like you met this person in the
Exactly.
bar. When you got home, it said people you may know. Okay. Screenshot that shit and then send them a message. Be like, hey, I don't know if I know you, but this is what
you
it is.
just gave me some game.
There
Thank
you
you.
go. Just saying.
that's our next.
Don't
rating.
go super creeper. Just be like, bam, I ain't do
don't-
this.
Yeah, don't go.
Yeah,
super-
Facebook did
Facebook
this.
sent
There
it
you
to
go.
me.
Hey, that should be
Yeah.
a shirt. Don't go super.
Yeah, like people that like you send a
Super
text
creeper?
and then you
Yeah,
wait
super
like
creeper.
five. She don't
Yeah.
text you back in like 5-10 seconds. You like you tripping, dog? Just wait. Like
So let me
you got a life too. Go
So
ahead.
then, let me finish the story. Let me
Rob,
tell
Rob
y'all.
having flashbacks.
Oh my God, yeah,
Something
it's
going
good.
on with us. Something up with us.
So low.
He's got a long bad
Let me
history.
tell you
So
exactly
long.
what happened, right? So I ran through everything y'all just said in your head. You know, I actually was in a text group with a couple of my other homeboys, and they said exactly what Soldier said. Go back to the bar and talk to her, you know.
Easy.
And I thought about it, but the thing is I couldn't do it, you know, for so many reasons. I don't even want to go back to the bar because I'm not chasing out here. We're not
So you
chasing.
know this
Yeah,
not
there
chasing.
you
You
go.
need to
There
chase. We
you
don't
go.
know.
Chasing.
Now
What
he's
is
talking
what is
for
wrong
real,
with this?
you know?
No,
Now he's
this is
listening.
Ah, man,
this
I
is
don't
the route
agree
we
with
come
this.
from. Like our fathers, I think they got our moms because they chase.
No.
That's where we come
You
from.
chase when you
That's
see
a different
something
time,
that is
man.
like.
I mean, true, no social media.
But there's also a level, a caliber that you chase. You don't chase everything. You know
Then
what I
you don't
mean?
want her.
Yeah,
then.
so
So what's the
was
point
she
of going
the
back to the
caliber?
bar?
She was in the caliber, or I would
yeah,
have
that's
went
fine.
back.
If
But
she
I'm
didn't
saying, either way, I'm not out here chasing. And on top of that, I'm not trying to be that dude. I've been that guy years ago. Looked up chicks, whatever. But
Yeah.
now I'm at this different level. So long story short, I did nothing. I know where that bar is. I know I can go back. You know what I mean?
And the name of it
Or-
is chasing.
Or maybe she's watching the Hot Mango C podcast right
Or
now.
you
Shout out to you,
subscribe.
young lady.
Shout
Shout
out to the
out
girl.
to
Hey,
you.
listen, give my
Yes.
boy a chance. I
man.
done already letting you know this man going to give you a good time, B. You know what I mean? Give this
y'all
man
making
your
me sound like
He
I
gonna pull
am.
up nice too. You know, real comfortable too.
Man,
Why y'all got
pull up
me
in
out
the
here-
Spaceship, B.
Spaceship.
Open up the door. The fog will be
Sound-
coming out.
I ain't
this way,
say nothing.
E.T. go
Got
come
me
out.
sounding like your special brother. Like they got no confidence. No, he's really a nice guy. If you talk to him, ask him a question. Like, come on,
Because when it actually comes to
Come
women,
on,
like
son.
you
Let me
really,
tell you,
if
if
you
they-
really want someone, you can't second guess it.
bro.
I ain't say nothing. I let people learn from their own
Thank you.
mistakes.
You can't second guess
Yeah.
it. So if you want her,
Hey, everybody
go
get it
for
out.
That's
Everybody
right.
get it out.
Man.
But I kind of chased my wife when we first met.
It's all about the chase. Or if you want to
that's
call it
the
chase,
caliber
it's
that
all about
you
the hunt.
Yeah. I remember she was like,
If
"Why
you
are
want
so
to call it chase,
persistent?"
it's all about the hunt. All you doing is hunting, and
It's-
you're not
it's-
trying to kill something. You're just trying to get it real quick. You know?
That's a deep level conversation.
That's
but
deep.
hey, man,
Deep
again though. But thanks for tuning in to the Hot Mango. See what were you saying, man? She might be listening. I hope you're listening. You stay listening.
She's listening. You subscribe.
And also hope you subscribe. You know, to our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, which
Ring
we
that bell.
stream on. Yeah, ring the bell. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video you're watching right now on YouTube. But man, switching subjects. Did y'all see the video that Henny sent? Henny sent Henny sent the group chat this video of a bear in an attack mode against two gators.
In the water.
What?
Fighting for
What?
your life.
A
And I just
bear.
saw that because
No.
I didn't even know what that was about. I just looked it up and I was like, yeah, okay.
I missed it in the group.
Since when
Nature's
have
scary.
you seen a bear and a gator fight?
That was my
Nature's
first
scary.
time.
What?
So which one won? You got a fur,
giving it to the bear.
a bear fur,
The bear
or
took that.
a gator skin.
No,
The bear took that.
I'm giving
So
it to
you
the bear.
gotta know the story. So for those who don't see the video or haven't seen it, so there's a bear. This is in the St. Johns River, and of course this story is out of Florida. So you see a bear kind of swimming along the bank
You know.
in the St. Johns River, and then there's a gator he kind of bumps into, and he turns to it and just like swipes at it, keeps swimming, and then he runs into another gator right next to him without hesitation, just whop, like just one right hook.
My boy getting
And then,
hands beat.
He let him know, don't cross that line.
But,
Not today.
but it was just like, what is the chances of a gator and it wasn't
Bear.
like
My
when you
first
read
time seeing it.
when you read the caption, you're thinking, oh snap, I gotta see this. A bear fights off 2 gators? What?
In their territory.
But
Not on
it was
land.
just the swipes,
It
or
was
was
just
it
the
actual
swipes.
battle?
No, it was
Oh,
just.
man.
But
I thought it was going to be a real warrior
I thought there was
thing
gonna
out
be
there.
blood.
Yeah, me. I thought it was about wrestling in the freaking water, the bear holding the
it's just
freaking-
random.
But it is a random encounter. As much as like
That's
National
right.
Geographic you watch, when have you seen a bear fight an alligator or be in
Serious.
that
Ever.
same territory?
Yeah.
Right?
So then you get this video and it's
And
like,
where it was located?
Is in Florida. It's in the St.
St.
John's
John's
River.
River.
which is
Yeah,
perfect
blah,
because
blah, Florida
Florida's random.
It was a black bear.
A black
Yeah.
bear.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, black bear
2
is the
gators.
more of a timid one, you know. what I
That
mean?
black
So,
force energy right there.
Yeah.
Are those the
Sure.
ones that be going into people's garbage cans
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that around?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I seen a black bear in person in
Me too.
Florida. You seen one too?
How big are they? How big do they get?
So
I see one in 3D. That thing been right there next to me, like I've been
Yeah.
his friend.
what?
Yeah. No, literally in
Really?
in Washington, I was on set on a movie. Actually, my very first
Washington
set.
State?
Yeah, Washington State. Literally, I was in what's the name of that place? Anyway,
Spokane?
no, not Spokane. It's close to Spokane though.
Yakima?
No.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
He's like on the coast or something like that. No.
But anyway, is in Washington State. But I was going down this hill, breaking down all of everything. You know, the tents we getting ready to leave for the day.
Yeah.
Dog, one of the tents was at like half mast because you know when you're getting ready, if some people did instead of like packing it up, they just like bring it down low to let you know like, all right, we have to pack this one up.
Yeah.
Going there, packing the thing up is low, so I can't see directly like what's underneath it because it's like this low to the ground and the canopy. You know what I'm saying? It's up still. I lift up the thing. Underneath there is a damn black bear, dog.
Oh wow.
Literally
Heck no.
in 3D
What?
underneath.
underneath the tent. The black bear was under the tent, and when I lift it up,
That's dope.
he shock. I shock.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Dude,
just-
we both scatter in the opposite direction. Like we were madman.
That one too.
Dude, I climb up a dot hill like it was like that was like a straight road.
That's crazy, dog.
Yep.
Bro, you ran?
Yeah.
Dude, what you mean?
Was it
Immediately,
was it a
wasn't
baby
even-
bear or a
No,
big bear?
it was a good size. I would have to say it's
Only
like
thing, I
about
don't
a
care
little
what
bit smaller than this table.
Oh, it's a baby.
Yeah, it wasn't like a humongous bear, but it was still a bear like about the size of this table, or probably a little smaller.
I think a little bit of pee would have dripped.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you. Imagine just not
That's
thinking
scary.
about. I know we're there in the woods. You know, shout out to Homestead Rescue because that's the set it was on.
Yeah.
Shout out
But
Homestead.
you never expect to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because I just was thinking, yeah, I just going to go. And when you lift it up and your realization
Just
that
in
you
the
see,
tent. That's when you know expect it.
you know what I mean?
Tent.
When you see the bear,
Oh
right?
my god.
You're in the woods.
Man,
You're in the
I
tent.
tell you, boy, if I tell you, my soul leave my body twice.
So which one
Wow.
ran first? You or him?
No, we both run at the same time.
Boy.
We both was
Hey.
super shocked because I startled him because he was rustling around with like the little bit of gear that we had under there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he was midway doing his little thing.
God.
And I just was, you know, when you don't know something there,
Yeah.
you just lift it
You
up
just
with
know it,
ferocity, you
whatever.
know, because it's a tent. I lift that shit up and it startled him. It startled me. When I see him, he see me. We both go opposite
That's
ways.
crazy,
yeah.
I had to slide down like on the side of a mountain.
I know you
Oh,
were
wow.
terrified.
Wow.
I went like I was
man.
going for third base.
I wish you had that
I
on
was
video,
like,
man.
hey, you know, at the time, I could look back in hindsight and laugh, but I go like,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit was
Yo,
scary.
that's
So let me,
Yeah.
let me tell you my bear
Nah.
encounter. So I had never seen a bear my whole life. My whole life I always been standing on the soapbox like, yeah, I never seen a bear, never want to see one. So this one time we're coming back off tour. We're coming back from like Carolina or something. It's super late. We just be sometimes like in the middle of Florida. Don't know what city it is, where it is, just driving. And it's dark. We're at a gas station and it's like me and Dizzle are like, we gotta pee, and there's like some little bush over here, and then there's the store, and then a fence, like, and then there's something on the other side of the fence. So we go and pee, right? And I'm looking back behind that fence. I'm like, that is a big dog. I was like, damn. I said, damn. I said, damn, that's a big dog. And it's like, it's laying down, and then it gets up. I'm like, that's not
Yeah,
a
it's not-
dog,
Oh,
bro.
man.
And I start backpedaling. I go, I'm all quiet. Dizzle. There's a bear. And he's just like, man, it's cool. Like, yeah.
I was gonna say, Dizzle probably went and grabbed a rifle, so he don't even care.
I haven't seen Dizzle faced by anything.
Nah,
I tell
he's
you,
too
the
cool to be
fear,
phased.
the fear, I was way too close to that bear, and I just kept thinking about like,
Dizzle too. Like,
yeah, I'm about to run in here, I'm about to lock this door, and if Dizzle ain't in, he's just not getting in. No, I wouldn't do that. Okay,
The survival
Dizzle,
dog, come on.
I wouldn't do that.
Uh-huh.
But yo, what's some crazy? Like, this is Henny's question. You know, what's some crazy, wild animal encounters that you've had?
I got too many.
Start off in Oakland. You know how them Oakland dogs is.
Yeah.
Oakland.
Too many.
Dogs.
You know she from Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hey,
one thing I can remember, like when it comes to dogs,
Ooh.
was every time. No matter what hood you're in, if you are in a hood, there's a loose pit bull in that hood.
yeah.
Always.
Yeah, that's standard.
Not lying.
Mandatory.
On a small
lying.
little chain.
Yeah.
Like,
Right, no change, just wandering.
Just skinny, yeah, just looking around.
This is his
looking-
hood.
looking
Lone wanderer.
hungry.
He does what he wants, and that was
dog.
one thing I can remember, and that's like my cousin. He always like tells me randomly, every few years or so he remembers. He's like, "Cuz, you remember when you introduced me to All Eyes on Me from Tupac?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You remember when All Eyes on Me was playing and we was on your mom's front porch?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, and Debo came running up out of nowhere.
Debo was the name of the dog?
Yeah, that was the name of the dog. Name of the dog was Debo. We was sitting on the porch, and my cousin's like, I just remember, like, you'd always had a boom box, and you sitting on the porch, and as soon as Tupac was like, "All eyes on me," we looked up, and Debo was rushing us.
All eyes on me now.
And we took off. We just and the smart thing would have been to run into the house, but we ran in between his grandma's house, my mom's house, past the candy lady's house. Like, we was gone.
Yeah, I was trying
We
to
was
get
out.
caught. Yeah.
Nah, it was too fast for us to think to just run in the house.
move.
We
Yeah.
just took off.
Go.
Just like
So
right
he
there.
didn't catch nobody though, right?
No, he ain't catch nobody.
No, that's good.
pit bulls are terrifying. I don't. I
Pit
know.
bulls are strong.
Man, people be, "Hey, he's so nice though. He's so nice.
They are,
Just
for the most
pet
part.
him." Like, no.
You see that reporter, that lady who get ripped to shreds was the title
By Pit?
of the.
Wow.
No, literally in the title of the
Oh, I
description.
saw that one.
They say that she
Yeah.
get ripped to shreds by her XL bulldogs that she grew. Like, these are not legal. Well, in certain places they're not legal because they're a special breed of pit bull that's
You gotta
bred to be
crossbreed 'em?
bigger. So they super
heck no.
big, and they had 4 of them.
That's what she
Her
get.
and her husband.
She tried to
And
get like
2
a
of them
dog.
jump on.
Jeez.
Like
Huh?
a mastiff, like bigger than that,
Eh,
probably.
they lock. Them thing there,
Stocky.
they never skip chest day. If you catch what I'm saying, like, let me tell you
Wow.
what, when I see
Never
the
skip
pictures,
chest
I
Any dogs like that from? Where's she
dude,
living?
but right before
What was she living?
Imal her to death, she posted a video saying that she don't care what anybody say. She and her husband is going to love their little family, and it's her, the husband, and the 4 dogs.
They
And
love her?
literally,
Wow.
less than 5 hours later,
They-
the dogs jump her. 2
Yeah,
of the
they
dogs.
showed us
that
that.
don't,
Right.
that don't make sense. I mean,
show her
like, I
love.
know there's some dogs that are, that could get tricked or triggered by something in the attack, but it's very rare, right? Like,
No, it's
I don't know.
it's any little thing. Because I lived in a house with like 15, 20 dogs at a time for like
What?
2 years.
What the hell?
yeah, I remember.
That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I
I
was
remember,
that.
I remember.
I remember that.
I literally
All
was
them
able
damn
to
dogs,
sit there
right?
and observe how how dogs act, and literally anything can pop
Can
off.
trigger.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
It don't matter the breed.
It doesn't like the dog can just see you not like you just off the rip, and
Yeah.
it can just start from there. And then they do these little testing techniques while like bumping each other, sniffing certain here and there, and then
Oh, like the
and then
pack leader.
and staring each other in the
Yeah,
eyes.
the
and
pecking
kinda-
order, I think is what they call.
And I have woken up too many times in the morning where it looked like a fucking battlefield. Like it
Yeah.
was crazy.
But that's when you got a bunch of dogs
Yeah.
together. But a lot of times when dogs are violent, it's usually about the environment they're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every once in a while you get a crazy dog that just goes off for no reason. For most of the time, it's because of the environment. Either that location they're stressing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Or the person, that one person
Depend on
they're
owner.
dealing with is
Depends on
abusive
owner.
towards them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Depends on
Or
owner, too.
something is triggering that dog, but it's not normally a dog is gonna just out of nowhere just start, popping off unless something else is wrong.
Yeah, it's,
you know
it's
what I mean?
triggering it. What about you guys? Any other?
Yeah.
Not no wild
I saw a
animals,
bear
really.
just like you too.
I've never
But
seen a bear. Up
that was
close.
well, it was up close.
I'm not
I
trying
used
to see a
stay,
bear,
I used to stay
Yeah,
in
I think-
apartments
wait,
here in
wait.
Altamont, not too far away from here actually. And when I was at it's Lake Lotus, which is right up the street. That's like a nature preserve. But bears sometimes get up out of there and they come to the neighborhood, dig through trash cans and dumpsters and shit.
Black bear.
Black bears.
I don't wanna
And it
know
was
black
it was a
bear.
group of them. It
Why
was a
the bear gotta
mom
be
and her
black?
kids.
I seen a bear.
black.
The only bear I
His
seen was
coat's-
like it was a taxi.
Yeah, his coat's black.
Like, it was already stuffed in.
But I remember that
and
night
it's
just getting into it. Like,
that
like
again.
I was
you know.
yeah, I was in the middle of an argument and I stormed out the house. So this is Henny advice for y'all. Never storm out of the house, okay? I stormed out of the house, bro. I was pissed off. I was like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm going to the store. And I walked out. And when I opened the door and like just flung myself through it,
Walking to
I
the-
looked to my left and there's a black bear
Oh,
digging in my trash. Because like in this neighborhood, our trash was sitting outside. It was like a bin. And we would throw our trash in it. And there's like a concierge to come pick the trash up on trash day. So when I walked out and looked to my left, like before I could close the door and lock it, bear looked up, looked at me. We looked at each other, and I was like this, and I just went right back in the house, and I closed my door.
Yeah.
And I forgot what I was mad about. Like I sat down, it's like,
You know what? You know, life is beautiful.
storm out of the house.
It reboot your system quick.
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 This bear just looked at me like, "What's up?" And I was just like,
tell you, B.
You
It's
got
like
it?
lessons right there. The importance of nature.
I don't have any funny stories though. Like the one crazy encounter I remember is and this goes back to war, but there was a battle we got in and we were stuck for a couple of days, and one thing about dogs, if you kill off all their owners, then they become wild. And there was a point where the dogs were trying to eat, I see I'm getting morbid here, but eat some of the dead soldiers. And I just remember late one night, I'm going down this path, and one of the dogs just happened up on the same path as me.
Wow.
And it was kind of like a one of them Wild Wild West where you're staring each other down.
standoff.
Yeah, standoff. And I knew if I started running, he was gonna start coming at me. So I stood there, probably looking stupid, but I stood there staring at each other like bust a move.
Yeah.
Bust a move.
But you had a
Bust move.
firearm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh yeah, I was ready.
Exactly.
Yeah. If he would have made any kind of jump, he was done.
He was
you
a
know what I
dead
mean? But he
dog,
turned
dude.
around and went the other way, and I thank goodness he did. 'Cause
Man,
Let me tell you,
Let me-
that is crazy.
let me tell you a story. So switching off dogs, I'll tell you a crazy story. So I had never known that this was even a thing, but I got attacked by a crow.
No, that's actually real. That's all shit. Yeah,
It's
crows.
called swooping. So look,
What?
I was one
That sound
day.
like some
If they
gangster.
remember what you did.
Listen. So one day I'm walking. I don't remember where I'm walking. I'm in Seattle, so we ride the bus. I think I was walking or riding the bus somewhere. I have on a brown sweatshirt, a Zoo York brown sweatshirt with a hood.
Oh wow, New York.
That's how much I remember,
you
right?
Zoo York. That's why.
So I'm walking and I see a crow like in my path on a pole go wah 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 wah.
That nigga right there.
And I keep walking, and then I just feel right by my ear, and then I'm like, oh snap!
What?
I'm like, what? Look. So then I keep walking, and the crow's on the pole, wah 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 wah, and I'm like, man, what the hell is going on?
Beef.
I keep walking. Shoo! Now I'm in panic mode. Ah! I'm under attack. And I start running, bro. And I'm like, what is it, man? Is there something in my
You didn't
hood?
see it?
No, I don't know
just
why
felt
this
it.
bird is attacking me,
Oh,
B.
wow.
It's obviously this bird. And it swooped at me twice.
yeah.
I'm like, man, is it in my hood? Why are they doing this like this?
Just birds doing birds.
I'm like, why are they doing this? And I'm walking, right? And then, wah, wah, wah. Now I'm just terrified. Leave me alone. Like, I don't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. And
said that.
And so
He
I
said that.
So I think I might have ended up crossing the street, or it swooped at me again. But I went home and I was like, yo, why is a bird swooping at me? Like in this,
in territory
and
or
it
something.
and it was like a good size,
Yeah.
like black crow. So So then I looked it up. San Francisco, West Coast, they have all these stories of people getting swooped at. these birds just swoop down by their
Natural.
ear.
Yeah, it's natural.
Happened to my
Come
cousin
on, bro.
once, too.
It's known in
super-
Australia too and stuff like that. Like it's do it, and it even got birds that just drop things on people's cars and just do random stuff. And yeah,
But let me tell you, when this man dropped, he seat at the last second.
Uh-huh.
So it was swooping down, and he turned around and he catch it just when it was about to like really like collide with him. He ducked, and when he ducked, that bird passed with so much velocity. This man's shirt was like, like literally, because he ducked at the last second.
about to take
Dude,
him
I
out.
tried to tell you, that bird was coming through like kamikaze style on top of him, you know.
That's
Jeez,
crazy.
you know, cause you know it's true too. I had that
Casio?
bird. No, not
Oh.
Casio. But, my cousin.
Why
my
you put
cousin.
Casio on it? Shout out to Casio.
Let's shout out to Casio. But hey, let me say that day is a crazy thing. Them birds, you know,
Man.
freak them bird be.
I got one
You
other
grew up
story
out
too.
there, so you know about them chickens too.
Yeah.
Chickens to chase your ass.
Yeah, don't mess, don't
Run
even
from
get
chickens.
started with that chicken. We
Run
get
from
with too much
chickens
chicken.
enough mornings. On
My
the
father
way
used to grow chicken.
Right.
My father used to have chicken in the back non-stop, probably
They
my
be like
whole
this.
life.
I'm like, all right, go, let's go.
Just grab it by your neck like you.
Oh
Grab
man.
it, grab it by your neck.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I went back into the. I went back
They
in
puff
time a
up
little
on
bit.
you. They puff up. Yeah, and they
But
start
yeah,
rushing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
but yeah, man. Hey, any stories from you, bro?
none really outside
lying.
like domesticated regular ass animals. Like
Yeah. You ain't gotta make one up.
Rob's animals be bored. They don't be angry.
Rob,
yeah, 'cause
Rob
they
come
be
from the
bored, they'll
DMV
I
be
mean,
Yeah,
it's
already,
some, and then like some of them was like I don't even really care to talk about because that's just
Too violent. Yeah,
But
too
I can give you a
boring.
funny one. I was walking down near your neighborhood where you live at now, going towards the Venice area or whatever like that. Had I think my cell phone and then headphones on. Just walking down the street. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear dogs barking, and I turn to my right, and there's two dogs coming towards me. It's what is it? One of those ones you see from Wishbone. One of those was a female because her titties are rubbing the ground.
They're hanging low.
and then there's another dog about that size, a little taller. I couldn't tell. I'm running, and then I have my jar of concealment on me, and then I literally hop on top of a car, and then everything just hit the ground. Run! And I look at it, I'm like, those are small ass dogs. And then I hop off the car. I'm like, pick my stuff up, and the bucket the dogs, and they just keep going. And I'm like, yeah. Outside of that, but
You let them
I was
dog
like,
quake you.
Chihuahua.
it just caught me off guard, and I just started going. You know, instinct of any black person just run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn right.
I'll tell you one last story. Like, so when I was a little kid, I used to sell candy door to door. I started selling candy at like 12. And I remember this one day we would have a crate.
Off the porch.
We would have a crate, yeah.
Yeah.
We would have a crate of candy, right? And I remember coming to this door. It had a gate. I opened the gate, went up to the door. Hi, I'm little blah, blah, blah. As soon as she opened the door, like 5 dogs ran out. And they're just circling around me. And I kid you not, one of them bit me on the butt.
Dang.
Bit me directly on. I'm holding a crate, so I'm like, ha! And I can't do nothing, so I'm just, she's looking at me, are you all right? And I'm like,
My cheeks,
my cheeks. I feel like it broke skin, like,
Me and that dog were hard all
And
time.
she panic and be like, wait, how much is your candy? Like, let me get 3 boxes. Like,
like 550.
no, because she knew.
Knew what time it was.
Yeah, like her
3
dogs.
boxes. You need to buy the whole crate, lady.
Right.
Did it break skin
Like,
though?
Yeah, I felt it. It just felt like it felt like it was bleeding, like that kind of cut.
Oh, no, yeah,
but
yeah, you got it.
I
You
don't
feel it.
think it did.
Sure.
But I just remember, I really got bit on the butt by a dog. Like,
dang.
That's nuts.
but anyways, those are the happy animal encounters, man. Hey, if you have any, we love to hear your stories. So comment them in the comment section. We love to hear your
Especially in
stories.
Florida.
Hey, and if yours is good enough, we'll read it live next time we talk about this.
Yes, sir.
Right? But again, thank you for taking the time to tune in. We're the Hot Mango Seed Podcast. This is season number 2, episode number 4. And today's magic hot topic and main topic is going to be on the housing market and where it's currently where it currently sits as we pass the 6-month mark of 2024. So now, as far as the current health of the housing market, I would say personally that it's lukewarm, it's cold, right? And that's also my opinion with my little bit of knowledge. I'm not a broker, an agent. I'm not an expert. So let's see what the experts are saying. So Freddie Mac says that the housing demand is on the rebound, but with mortgage rates still averaging about 6.8%, many prospective home buyers are continuing to be priced out of the market. So if you would allow me, I'd love to break down what that means.
Do your thing.
Oh yeah.
So the price of homes are higher than they've ever been right now. Say again, the price of houses are higher than they've ever been in the U.S. on average. So when you combine an overpriced housing market with high interest rates, it ends up pricing out these buyers. So in other words, people who were ready to buy a house were priced out because the overall cost is not going to be at all affordable for them. The same thing people are feeling when they're renting. It's not affordable for them. So for example, I looked at some data. I'm a data guy. So let's say you buy a house today on a 30-year fixed loan at $500K. And the current interest rate, just for example, and I kind of think we're heading in this direction, but the interest rate is 7.5%. And I think the interest rate right now is 7%.
Yeah, it is
so
7.
if you bought a 30-year or a house, 30-year fixed loan, $500K at a 7.5% interest rate, your mortgage would be around $3,500 a month. So now let's take that same house. Say you're buying that $500,000 house, 30-year fixed rate, but the interest rate is 5.5. Your mortgage would be about $2,800 a month. You see how 2-point differences of interest rate can make upwards of $700 more a month, right? So let's go even deeper. Let's say you buy this $500,000 house, but you actually buy it at what it's worth.
The market value.
So right now, as I said before, houses are overpriced. Their prices, the price of homes are higher than ever before. So let's say that you bought this $500,000 house at $400,000 at what it's actually worth, and you had bought it at a 7.5% interest rate. Hope you're not getting bored. This is gonna make sense. No. But you buy it at that $400,000, 7.5 interest rate. Your mortgage will be about $2,800. Sound a little still high, but it's actually more reasonable than $3,500, right? And then let's say you buy it at a $400,000 house at a 5.5% interest rate, then your mortgage will be about $2,100 a month, minus $700. Remember that two
Not too crazy, but not bad.
So now, after learning all of this here with the housing market, and this is kind of just some information introducing you to it that are new to it. There's a lot of homeowners out there. I know you people who have your own homes that you own and investment properties. This isn't for you. This is for the people who, we're hoping to get you into that mindset that you too can buy a home, and it starts with the basic info that we can share, that we know, and we want to empower you, enlighten you, and all that good stuff. So after learning all this, know that there's 4 main players when it comes to this housing market, right? There's the Federal Reserve, who sets the interest rate. There's the buyers who have the money to buy the houses. There's existing home buyers who own homes that were built years before now. And then there's new home builders. Those are the corporations that are building new homes to sell. So the problem right now with the housing industry is inventory. It's the same problem that's been happening since the pandemic. It's inventory. Now, tight inventory is the barrier that's affecting the volume of home sales. So,
and inflation is affecting the prime rate.
Yes, which is the interest rate. So inflation and all of that is what they're trying to control, and why they're raising the interest rate.
Oh, it's massive.
So when you think of so to give you an idea of how the inventory looks, right? If you think about back in the day, and when I say back in the day, I'm thinking like 80s, 90s, 60s, 70s, whatever. Like a family, right, gets married, they buy their first house. So then they have a kid, they have 2-3 kids, they have to buy a bigger house.
I'm so pissed off I ain't buy a house in 1946, bro.
Let me finish.
Like, yeah.
So this family has kids. They buy a bigger house to accommodate their kids. So they sell their first house. that's on the inventory. They buy this bigger house. Then the kids get older. They go to college. They move out and they're on their own. So now the married couple wants to downsize. They go and they get a condo, or they go and get a smaller house. They no longer need 4 bedrooms and a 2-car garage and a big yard, with a playpen and all that, because it's just them two. So then, or even nursing homes. So then they would sell that property. That's more inventory. So when you add that up to all of the different existing home buyers, those inventories where there was always inventory of houses to buy. And so now what's happening is 2 things. The buyers are being priced out because everything with the interest rate, with inflation, everything is too expensive for first-time home buyers to buy something. And then so investors or people who are upper class or middle to high class who actually can afford these houses at these interest rates, they can't buy because they want to buy existing homes, because existing homes are going to be a little cheaper than new builds. And so they can't buy from existing homeowners because existing homeowners are sitting on the sideline and they're saying, why in the world would I want to sell my house that I have at a 5-point or 4-point interest rate, even a 2-point interest rate that maybe they got during COVID? Why would they sell and then go jump into this crazy housing market right now to where they're going to have to deal with a higher cost of homes as well as interest rates? So then they're holding off. So then there's not that existing home inventory. And then you have the new builders to where they're building these big, gorgeous properties, smart homes, smart locks. They have all of this high-end technology in them, and nobody can afford to buy them. And I don't mean nobody, but the ones that they're imagining, the new homeowners, with the small family, they can't afford to buy it. So now there's just this standstill with the housing market. So that's kind of why I say that it's lukewarm but cold. And so 6 months into the year, like, this is usually a good sign. This is when most people, if not all families, are buying homes in the spring and then the summer, because that's when kids are out of school. That's when they can make their business moves. They can sell their homes. They can do walkthroughs and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's kind of where, I just wanted to give an update on the housing market.
Nah, for real.
And to your story, like when he's talking about how when the house was built during a certain time and how much they were during the time, my neighbors literally told me the houses where I live were built during the 80s. So one of them was going for like 84,000 and some change, right? So
that's pennies for right now.
Cheap.
Trust me,
Yo,
them
we
houses
always
like
have houses.
400
That
grand
right now,
now.
we always have houses.
Big time.
And then just recently it just sold, and then he's like, yeah, man, it sold for like 600. It was $465,000 for that house.
Wow.
They did nothing to it. Still the same house that what it was from the beginning. Outside of it, getting updated shingles, updated pipes, updated everything that it needed to get updated. But outside of that, it's still the same structures, still the same everything,
bro.
But yet you went from 85 to 400 and. Like,
see, and
I don't want to get a house.
The house that me and my wife bought had doubled from 2020 to when we bought it in 2022. Its value doubled,
and it's such a short
from what it
time.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do
short time.
And do you know what
That's
happens?
insane.
Do you know what happens, right? Is that, let's say that we all own a house on a block. COVID hits, the inventory is scarce. So now we're sellers on the block or whatever. Let's say that we all decide we all individually want to sell our house. Well, Henny sells her house. It's normally valued at $200,000, but Henny says, it's COVID. There's small inventory. I'm gonna sell mine for $250,000. Boom. So now all of our homes are, because we're comps. If we're gonna sell, it has to be at that range of $250,000, where Henny sold hers for. But then Bless comes along and is like, "Yo, Henny got $250,000 for her house. Let's sell our house for $300,000." So boom, now
Pushing it up.
now it keeps going up, and then by the time it gets to T, it's $500,000. Those are the comps,
And
because
it's the
they're looking.
same houses.
This house right here is $250,000, $300,000, $375,000, $385,000. So then, you're gonna sell your house in comparison to the comps, the competition. So that's
crazy,
Man, let me tell you.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you real quick. I'm of the mind that it would be easier these days to do it like how we do it in St. Croix, and you get land, you buy the land,
build it.
and then you just buy the materials, you get everything, you stack it up on your land, get everything there, and then you pay out the contractors. You even learn to skill yourself.
Okay.
You see what I mean? And then help them out, and little by little you could build your own house, and by the end, in totality, it'll end up being what, 95, 100 and 110,000, but you're going to have the exact house you want.
Yeah.
It's going to be to your
It's gonna be worth
specification.
more than
Exactly.
a house
And
you
much-
would have paid out for.
and much
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
affordable and sustainable to
Exactly,
to do.
because they want too much money for them pre-built house already. Because them
Insane.
people don't, they fighting for it, and now the middle class and the high class,
Can't
they
afford
fight.
it.
You know, they fighting for like, oh, this house going on sale, so they going to go and up this one, and then they want to be like, wait, no, we could do better than that and give them a better rate, and then so it just keep going higher and higher.
Yeah.
Buy your piece of land,
Yeah.
buy your supplies, right?
Yeah.
You could hire out your contractors and thing, and in totality, in the end, I bet you could be cheaper than
much
that
smarter.
400. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
got
and
me.
for those that are afraid to purchase their own home, that
Yeah.
don't want to get locked into a long-term commitment, this is an investment for you and your family, right? You hear us talking about the cost of houses, and these houses that, you know, like my dad's house that he bought, you know, when I was a teenager, and he sells it now. He's making way more than what he put
Yeah.
into it. So instead of just blowing your money on when you're renting from somebody, you're making somebody else money. But when you're done, you move out and they keep the property.
Everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? They keep everything. But if you get the house yourself, yeah, you got to take care of it. You got to maintain it yourself.
Right.
But when you're ready to move, you get the profit. So it wasn't like you was just making somebody else rich. You're making yourself rich. You know, you think about how much that, you know, houses grow in price. You move in it today, it goes up another 100,000, 200,000. You sell it like 5-10 years from now. You done made a good
Yeah,
amount of
you
money.
done up-
And all you
Yeah.
did was live.
Yeah, and
That's
the
all
good
you did was
thing.
live.
And that's kind of the plus about this, right? If you're on the other side and you own a home, you're not trying to sell it, you're not trying to buy anything. Your property value is going to continue to grow.
Yep.
And I think one of the biggest things, like what I hope to really do with us planting these seeds to you in your mind about buying a house, being a first-time home buyer, or even, you know, selling your property, you know, I believe that each and every one of you are capable of owning a home. It is not the hardest thing.
More than capable.
And the thing is like the one I would love to give you tips. And one of the one big things I learned was your mortgage, you know, is not everything, right? When you're looking at if you can afford a home, you're not going to look at a home, right? They're going to draft it up. This is a house for $800,000 in you know, Seattle, and your mortgage is going to be $4,200 a month. And you're thinking, okay, between me and my wife, we can afford $4,200. Boom, let's get it. That's not all of the to factor in when it comes to a home. Like there's also home insurance. There's if you have a HOA,
Oh, especially
Especially if you got HOA.
So-
if you HOA.
and then
God
also
bless you.
also one thing that I learned over this 2 years that I've been a homeowner is that your mortgage fluctuates. This is what people at least I never know that your mortgage fluctuates, that
Volatile.
that if your mortgage says it's $3,000 a month, that when as your property tax increases,
Yes.
they can adjust your
Which is a
escrow account, and they can adjust your mortgage
Just
rate
on the
as
fly?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
every
a scam.
year.
Yeah.
Every year they reevaluate it. Like in February, they reevaluate
Property tax,
reevaluate
yeah.
your property tax as well as if there's any
Whatever's around you.
homeowners insurance premiums. So if they're with those premiums, they can adjust. And then if you have an adjustable financed plan, right, an adjustable rate, then of course you know that yours is going to fluctuate. But if you have a mortgage, it can go up and down. My mortgage, for example, went up $500.
It's not, it's not bad.
That's
No,
not bad
no,
in
that
comparison.
is not bad.
That's not bad in compared to
Not
some
bad.
people's, because there's a difference of your mortgage rate. That's going to go off your value property again, and any premium stuff. But if you have a HOA has a lot more control. An HOA can say,
Mini
you know
government.
what,
Yeah.
you know what, we're gonna put in, you know, a new metal fence, and so we're gonna raise the HOA to, you know, an extra $800 a month, or even home insurance. Like especially us that live in Florida, we go through hurricanes, we go through flooding, and all of that. You know, they can start to raise your home insurance, or
Well,
even drop you.
Even here in Florida, right now, Florida has the highest home insurance rates in the entire United States.
Yeah.
Florida is number one. And when, like, you know, when you were saying about the $2,800 mortgage, well, your monthly payments are going to be higher than that because you're stacking on another $600 a month for your home insurance. So now you're at like 34, 35, 36. And then on top of that, like he said, because I got hit with that the same thing. Mine went up $350.
Your escrow,
yeah, based on the property tax. But
stupid.
if you got any disabilities, military veteran disabilities, we get we can get up to $5,000 off being homestead.
So you get a benefit.
Yeah,
for it.
that's what we did.
Oh wow.
5,000.
I'm a
So
disabled veteran.
because I think our taxes were
You know?
over 6, and we did the homestead. It dropped
Disabled
5
over
off of it
Oh,
Hey.
as a disabled veteran.
yeah.
Yeah, and you did,
Disabled
yeah.
vet.
Seriously.
Yeah, disabled
That's-
vet. So
Veterans
but
have a
yeah,
lot
for
of
those veterans
benefits.
out there,
Yeah.
there's a lot of programs for us.
Yeah,
veterans
shout out to
out
the
there.
veterans.
Exactly.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the
Shout out to the vets.
Veterans
but-
have a lot of good
Shout out to
programs.
me.
But most of all, like if you are interested, you know, in buying your first home, you know, again, I hope that we can continue to dive into this and at least give you some information from our perspective as
And-
first time.
And the Biden is giving $10,000 to I think
time
they're working on a
homebuyers.
program of giving $10,000 to or tax credit to first-time home buyers.
Oh
Nice.
man, that's fire.
Because I've always been looking into getting a home myself because
Yeah.
I'm trying to expand on another side of my life.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I need to get this going, and
Right
home
on.
would really help.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll
So,
come.
Look at
oh no, I know.
Roberto.
Trust me, I'm the most patient soul you probably will ever meet, regardless of who you say. I can
Yeah.
be patient, but that's one of the things that look like, all right,
Patient.
all right. Oh,
Huh?
patience. I can show patience. Big time patience.
There you go.
Yeah,
You don't know the man is a
Yeah.
patient man. Man is
Outside of games, but
Like
um,
Rob's saying, there's
but yeah,
programs, there's
there's
things
programs
to help.
coming.
Don't be afraid to take the first step
Yeah.
and start the process.
please,
because
please don't and get that ignorance out your mind. You
Yeah.
just sign up. Like stop with the government. Yo, just get what you need. Please, just get your life straight. Do what you need to do.
Yes.
And then live your life. 'Cause
Wise words.
Who cares? You know, as long as you got your family, your lady, your love, your mom, whatever.
Animals.
Your animals. sorta.
bears,
But
bears.
and bears. But
More
just
Australia.
take care of your life and make sure whatever information we can give you, take it and use it to some kind of benefit. And make sure you go and get that because you know it's about to get not about to get, it's really getting hard out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need to be on your P's and Q's.
If I
That's
knew
true.
this
Point blank.
information back, like, you know, in the early 2000s, I had like 5 houses. Bro.
Right.
Yeah,
Seriously.
for real.
Because when we went through that recession, them houses was dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And
It will come back around again. It's going to reach to a point where it's going to it go bust
History.
and everything going to implode back again, and that's where it go jump on.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, you know, like the best thing that we can tell you now, and stay on this journey with us. But right now is a time to be patient. You know, for one, like as we're mentioning, like looking at a mortgage rate and the price of a house is not gonna necessarily tell you exactly what it's gonna cost to get into that house and for it to be affordable. Because you never want to be house poor. You don't want to be house poor. You don't want to be forking over all of your earnings to your mortgage, to
Check the
your
check.
Right.
your
Check the
insurance,
check. Don't
you
do
know.
it.
So, and then also you want to always, you know, the one thing that I would always tell people is that there's so many other things that come into a home. Even if you buy a brand new house and everything is brand spanking new out of the box, you're still going to have issues, troubles that's going to cost money. And so you're going to always come out of pocket, you know, when you're buying a home. But there's so many positives that come, you know, for all the negatives, there's so many more positives of owning a home, like T was saying, you know, having that wealth, generating that wealth for your family to pass along, you know, also just giving you that peace and that peace of mind and space, you know, that you all can have. So if anything, you know, I would say keep your eye on the market. I would tell you that in historical figures, stats, as far as interest rates go, there's probably never going to be another 3% interest rate. So if you're waiting for that to happen, you're probably going to wait your entire life.
It's gonna get worse before it get better.
And I could be wrong, but the thing is I would say keep in mind, I feel like by the end of the year, the interest rates will more than likely be cut. But there was also a new job job numbers that came in, and jobs are up. You know, they're trying to manage inflation, and that's what's causing these interest rates to go higher. The job production is up. It's looking great. Unemployment has actually went up as well. And then, you know, they're starting to bring down prices, consumer pricing, but we're still in a lot of credit card debt. We're still in a whole lot of different areas that are affecting the inflation. So until they're really keeping their eye on that, and that's going to be that indicating point to where I think you really want to be prepared when you start to see the inflation, or excuse me, the interest rate starting to drop. You know, you want to aim for about that 6% mark, but on average,
or lower, hopefully.
On average, you know, interest rates have always sat at about 7%, and that's going back to 1980 when interest rates were as high as like 20% or 10%, something like that, and that was because of a depression or whatnot that happened. Yeah. So I would say be patient, and also this is a time to save. I'm gonna never stop saying it. Save right now. Save money.
Save.
Stop spending all of your money.
Invest. No, don't save. Please invest.
If you want to buy a home, you want to save, because you're going to have to take care of your closing costs. You're going to have to be able to take care of a lot of different fees that are going to come with yeah, but also you're right. With investing, if you're investing, you can always, you know, take a deposit of your investments out to put towards your home. But either way, that's one topic that I would love for us to come back and revisit. It's been a great show. I mean, also keep in mind, last very thing promised, there's likely to be a rise in delinquencies of mortgages and people losing their homes.
Cars,
so the bulls out there, for all you bulls out there, there's going to be some homes in foreclosure. Sad to say, I don't want to see anybody lose their home or be in foreclosure, but there's going to be an investment opportunity by the end of this year. That's what experts are saying.
A lot of them.
Maybe we're saying, but you know, that's allegedly, and we're looking at how the way the economy is going. But everyone stay on their toes and keep it moving. Don't get sad. Just keep it pushing.
What about
look to what industry is growing?
What about on your knuckles?
If you on your knuckles, hey, go ahead and balance it out.
After them Bruce Lee push-ups right there.
Go ahead and balance it out. But we know how the world is moving right now.
Yeah, good stuff on that, man.
But yeah, so
do you
get your house, get yourself settled down. Everything is going to be right.
Also, don't
buy some land.
Don't breeze past what Bless said. Go buy some land. If you know builders,
get your lot.
Build.
Do it like them Dung Island people used to do. Go and then you buy your land, and from the time you buy your land, then you plant your fruit trees.
And if you can't get a land, get a lot. Start from there.
Plant your coconut tree, plant your mango tree.
Get a land. Go ahead and get it.
That's it. We got 2 mangoes in the back.
2 mangoes.
Yeah, 2 mangoes. Wifey planted those, man.
Nice. Yeah.
Shout out to the wifey.
Hey man, I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to exchange mangoes for avocados, we could do it all day.
Hey, mango avocados.
Make it the hot avocado.
Oh no, you know what? It ain't mango trees, it's avocado trees.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, y'all
Avocado seed
avocados. We are about to have a whole
avocados. Yeah, there you go.
I got them.
Avocado smoothies.
No, that's dope.
Whoever want to make custom-made avocados or guacamole mix, let me know if you got.
Hey, I'm with the
guac.
guac. I'm with the guac.
You already know I do the ice cream and everything else. Let me know
tearing up
avocado.
them avocados.
So look, now we're gonna jump into, we're winding down. You know, thank you if you're still tuning in. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe so you'll get notifications when we go live each and every Sunday night. And our episodes are released on Wednesday. Make sure you follow our social media. Also, you know, we're looking for companies that we want to partner with, you know, sponsorship wise. So if you
Tesla, Walmart.
Elon Musket, you know.
Liquid Death, Voodoo Ranger, holler at us.
So for the spotlight moment, Rob, you want to call out somebody?
Oh yeah, shout out to Tim Ingleson, owner of Game Time Cards, located on 7414 University Boulevard, Suite 112, Winter Park, Florida 32792, where you can get all you need for all your cards. You can get baseball. You can get Justin Bieber cards, which is weird. I ain't know people collecting celebrity cards and shit like that.
What?
You get your local Pokemon cards. You get everything. They have live events, even God Named Bob, Redhead Monster. Dove live events for the cars there, and a good show. And then also they own a bar named Devaney Sports Pub, also with Mike D, also located at Anniversary University, And yeah, shout out to
Chicken
them.
wings.
Yeah, shout out to Tim, man. Cool
Yeah.
dude, cool dude.
Yes,
Yeah, DJ, my son,
Yeah.
goes to the gaming
shop,
card
yeah.
place. Yeah, and
Oh.
he's been he
Okay.
goes up there trading mad Pokemon cards.
Okay. That
Yeah, and
Pokemon-
they throw a nice little event. I've been in there
Oh, yeah,
during one of the
King's Home Card
events.
events is
They got
serious.
pizza in there.
Yeah.
It's packed.
That's
Everybody
fire.
bringing
Yeah,
their stars.
even had
and stuff.
a few
Yeah.
Magic, Orlando Magic players actually be up there for signing and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
signing the card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and they're
nice.
huge.
Yeah, it's
they're
real-
huge
it's real
baseball,
nice.
baseball fans, so you might even catch some baseball situations up there.
Okay.
All that, yeah,
Shout out to him, man.
game
of
time
that-
cards. Go and get
That's
it.
cool.
You should get a Soldier Bless rookie card. I hear that.
How much it going for?
Celebrity.
Yeah, I just take
Blessed
millions
celebrity.
for that.
Yeah.
Right now, it says
coming.
upwards of
You are a
1.2.
celebrity. We've been telling
I
you.
heard your car had like 4 triple doubles on
There
there.
you go.
Oh, okay. Triple double out here.
I mean, I ain't
Or
bragging,
triple
but, you know,
double.
I mean, she said not me.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and end with the jewel of the day. It's been such a great time with y'all. Episode 4, wrapping it up. So, in the wise words of an old coworker and friend of mine, I used to constantly chit chat with at work. You know, from time to time, I would ask her, you know, things that are more on her personal side, and she would, without the delay, phrase 3 words, and she would say, "Mind your business." So
That's real.
do you
Feel
ever
that.
notice that people who are actively doing the most, constantly on the go, living their best lives, are rarely the people gossiping about other people?
Facts.
Do you ever notice the people who are busy chasing their dreams and are pursuing greatness, right, are rarely the ones who are sharing posts about Kim K's new boyfriend, or which rapper got into a shootout last night, or whose baby mama was in a fight and her shirt came out off, or whatever? No, you don't see these people, because these people, you know, I mean, the type of people doing, you know, minding their own business.
Busy.
They're busy. They're minding their own business. They're not worried about anything else. And that's what you should do. So when you mind your own business, you end up focusing in on your own business and your own progress, forward movement. Minding your own business will also keep you clear of other people's business. All business ain't good business.
Nope.
So in the end, in the wise word of my coworker, mind your business. But always remember, don't bite the mango seed.
That's right.
We are the Hot Mango Seed Podcast, and until next time, have a wonderful day.
I said the spirits.
minding your business.
grease.
Fire blazing.
Minding your business will keep you safe.
That's it.
I am vengeance.
You ain't never gonna get that back. We're never gonna get the same one.
I'm a mango seed.
Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification for
Hit
any
that bell,
updates that we have coming out. You already know Hot Mango Seed Crew.
It breaks my heart.